Called the fastest animal on 4 feet by the press after 7 convincing wins, 1983 looked like Copeland's year to forge a legacy. The Florida Derby saw him face an unlikely challenger from the West Coast who looked to put a wrench in that plan. That story is next, right here on Talier's Thoroughbred Racing Review, for the best of horse racing history on YouTube. The talk of East Coast racing in 1983 was Fred Hooper's strapping colt named Copeland. In his previous exhibition of speed, he made a cakewalk of Gulfstream's Fountain of Youth Stakes. That was against several of the same steeds who would try to win this year's Florida Derby. A crowd of over 30,000 installed Copeland as a 2-5 overwhelming favorite. But in 85-1, undistinguished gelding from California had other plans. Let's go to track announcer Ross Borton for the call.
So the last few in, they're all in the gate. They're off. Copeland on the center of the track moves up after the early lead. It's Copeland taking command early on the outside. Proiso now rushes up to take command. Shoving between horses is third. Bet Big on the outside fourth. Law Talk on the rail fifth. Velasquez sixth. Princillian is seventh. And on the outside, Current Hope eighth. They move on the clubhouse turn. Proviso has the lead by a length. Copeland tucked in on the rail at second with Chumming right alongside. A length to Bet Big on the extreme outside. They step the first quarter in 23-4. They straighten away for the run down the backstretch. Proviso has the lead by a length. Chumming heads apart for a second with Copeland on the rail. Bet Big on the extreme outside is fourth. Velasquez 2 lengths fifth. Moving between horses on the rail. Law Talk is sixth. El Cubanoso on the rail is 7th. Brazilian on the outside 8th. Current Hope is 9th. My Mac 10th. On the extreme outside, Caveat is 11th. As they move on the far turn, Proiso continues to hold the lead. Here comes Copeland moving up on the outside, a closer second. A gap of 3 lengths. Chumming is third. Law Talk 4th. Bet Big 5th. Velasquez between horses 6th. Current Hope moving on the extreme outside is 7th. Now as they move toward the top of the stretch, Copeland on the outside, now inching up to get ahead in front. Proiso battles back on the rail second, a gap of 3 lengths. Law Talk third. Chumming in the center of the track fourth. Current Hope fifth. An eighth of a mile to go. Proiso is holding the lead, 3/4 of a length. Copeland fighting on the outside second. Law Talk third. It's Proiso holding on by a length and a half. Copeland's not going to catch him. Proiso going away by a length. Copeland second. Law Talk third with My Mac fourth. That's the way they swept under the wire in a very surprising Florida Derby. The supplemental entry, Proiso, going all the way wire to wire for this upset victory.
Record long shot Proiso, who had been supplemented for $5,000 for the race, returned $172 to his backers and shocked the racing world. Sadly, Proiso nor Copeland would ever regain their prior form, and neither ran in the Kentucky Derby. But on that day in Hallandale, both were a part of one of the greatest upsets in Florida racing history. For the best in historic horse racing action is Thoroughbred Racing Review. Subscribe on YouTube and read the rest of the story on Facebook. Subscribe now.